On this enchanting and thrilling and auspicious occasion of Republic Day, today's chief guest and esteemed Governor of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Abdul Nazir ji, is requested to give his valuable message.
77వ గణతంత్ర దినోత్సవ సందేశాన్ని అందించవలసిందిగా గౌరవనీయులైన ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్ర గవర్నర్ శ్రీ అబ్దుల్ నజీర్ గారిని అభ్యర్థిస్తున్నాం.
My dear fellow citizens of Andhra Pradesh, I extend my warm greetings to you on this 77th Republic Day. It's a privilege to share this moment with every individual whose dedication strengthens our state and enriches its future. I see our farmers who sustain millions, our fishermen who brave the seas, our teachers who enlighten minds, our healthcare workers who serve with compassion, our innovators shaping new ideas, our women building futures, and our entrepreneurs generating livelihoods. You, the people of Andhra Pradesh, remain the true architects of our progress. Today's celebration is historic. For the first time, the national flag is being hoisted in Amaravati, the people's capital of Andhra Pradesh. For several years, our state remained without clear direction, its capital project stalled, its economic confidence shaken. The absence of continuity eroded investor trust and weakened financial stability. Yet, despite these challenges, this government has worked with quiet determination, inch by inch, decision by decision, to restore stability and rebuild confidence. Every initiative, every reform, every review has been aimed at reviving growth and fulfilling the aspirations of our people. This effort has not been easy. It has demanded discipline, resilience, and faith in our collective purpose. But the results are visible. Projects are moving, institutions are regaining strength, and public trust is being rebuilt. The journey of recovery and transformation has begun. To guide this course, my government has anchored its actions in a clear vision, Swarnandhra at 2047. Our goal is to build a strong, inclusive, and globally competitive state by the centenary of India's independence. The guiding framework for this vision is the Padi Sutralu, the 10 fundamental principles of governance. On this Republic Day, I am proud to place before you the progress achieved under these 10 guiding principles that define the direction and destiny of our state. Padi Sutralu. Number 1, zero poverty. The Super 6 implementation lies at the heart of my government's efforts to deliver dignity, pride, security, and happiness to every individual and empowerment to every family in Andhra Pradesh. In recent years, society has become increasingly unequal with a widening gap between the haves and have-nots. My government is reversing this trend by combining robust welfare measures with wealth creation and improved living standards for all. Under NTR Bharosa, my government stands as a pillar of support for the vulnerable. The monthly pension scheme, now rupees 4,000, highest in the country, and it is 6,000 for persons with disabilities, with a total of 63.12 lakh pensioners benefiting through SERP, ensuring dignity in their daily lives. For dialysis and chronic kidney patients, the pension has been enhanced to rupees 10,000. And for those with full disability, severe muscular dystrophy, the accident victims to rupees 15,000 per month. Deepam 2.0 is providing 3 free LPG cylinders a year to poor households to 1.08 crore beneficiaries. Fortified rice rich in iron, vitamin B12 and folic acid is supplied to all rice card holders with free rice for AAY families. The Stree Shakti free bus travel scheme launched on 15th August 2025 has enabled 37.80 crore women, girls and transgender persons to travel free, raising women's share of bus journey from 40% to 65%. A new family benefit management system with a dynamic family score will classify households and issue family cards from June 2026, including welfare coverage from 90.74% to 98.15%. Rupees 978 crores dispersed under the PM Swanidhi to 3.42 lakh families. Tripti canteens in 3 cities, 18 job melas with 2,673 offers, and rupees 15,000 annual support to 2.90 lakh auto, taxi and maxi cab drivers under Auto Driver Sevalo with an outlay of rupees 436 crores. Social justice remains central. Subcategorization has been taken up to ensure equitable reservation amongst SC subgroups based on backwardness. Economic support for the scheduled caste has risen sharply from an average of rupees 70 crores per year during 2019 to 24 to rupees 115 crores per year in 24-26. Additionally, rupees 3,938.75 crores were released to 11.44 lakh SC pensioners with major investments in hostels and housing. For 25-26, rupees 341 crores have been allocated under SC economic support schemes to create sustainable livelihoods for 20,692 beneficiaries. For the backward classes, the government remains committed to economic empowerment and social dignity. Through the BC Cooperative Finance Corporation, rupees 11,620 crores have been channelized this year. Representation has strengthened with 33% reservation for BCs in legislative bodies and steps to implement 34% reservation in local bodies and nominated posts. For education, rupees 686.64 crores were released for tuition fee reimbursement and rupees 420.74 crores for post-matric scholarship. Priests are being given monthly rupees 15,000 and Nai Brahmins are being given rupees 25,000 as wages. Under tribal welfare, rupees 8,159.68 crores have been allocated under the scheduled tribes component, with rupees 4,726.46 crores utilized and a dedicated budget of rupees 4,671 crores for 2025-26. Investments include rupees 35 crore Tribal Freedom Fighters Museum at Tajangi. It's in ASR district. And infrastructure under P1 PM Janman with 249 roads and 183 hostels sanctioned for PVTG habitations. For minorities, rupees 2,800 crores have been released to 4.38 lakh pensioners and rupees 310 crores proposed in loan support for MSMEs. Work protection is being strengthened through dedicated revenue officials, while rupees 135 crores have been extended as honorarium to 5,000 imams and 5,000 muezzins, along with rupees 80 crores to 8,427 pastors. Housing remains a core priority. Under Housing for All in Andhra Pradesh 2047, Swarnandhra 2047, all eligible families are being provided with Pakka houses. 3 lakh homes were inaugurated on 12th November 2025 and another 5 lakhs will be completed by Ugadi 2026. The program includes rupees 3,220 crores in additional support for SC, ST and BC beneficiaries and house sites of 3 cents in rural and 2 cents in urban areas for landless. To tackle poverty-related malnutrition, Mission Saksham Anganwadi and Poshan 2.0 supplies supplementary nutrition to 3.89 lakh pregnant and lactating women and 20.13 lakh children. Under Dokka Sitama Madhyana Badi Bhojanam, 35.66 lakh students in 43,892 schools received midday meals, including Ragi Java and Jaggery Chikki, through a rupees 2,261 crore budget, including intermediate schools. In addition, 204 urban Anna canteens and 1 rural canteen are functional, with 70 more rural units coming up to ensure affordable, nutritious food for all. The P4 program, that is Public-Private People Partnership, launched on Ugadi 2025, is advancing the goal of zero poverty by uniting government, industry and communities to uplift the bottom 20% of the population. Over 1 lakh Margadarshi have adopted 10.30 lakh Bangaru Kutumbalu, working family by family to eliminate deprivation. Together, these initiatives have strengthened household security and dignity. With this foundation in place, the government now turns its focus to creating jobs, building skills, and ensuring sustainable livelihoods for the youth of Andhra Pradesh. Now, number 2, employment and skilling, Yuvagalam. The energy and aspiration of our youth define Andhra Pradesh's future. My government is committed to creating 20 lakh jobs in 5 years under the Yuvagalam promise. Through Mega DSC 2025, 15,941 teachers posts are being filled with 92.90% attendance, and 5,757 new police constables were recruited last year. To make students industry ready, a skill passport will track competencies from grade 6 onwards. The Naipunyam platform, featuring an AI resume builder and voice assistant, Ask Vaidya, connects youth to global jobs. Massive investments are reshaping employment. The rupees 10 lakh crore Green Hydrogen Valley project will create 7.5 lakh jobs, while 75 industrial projects worth rupees 4.18 lakh crore will generate 3.18 lakh more. Thematic cities, electronic, toy, solar, drone, space, and bulk drug are under development. The Ratan Tata Innovation Hub at Amaravati, with spokes across major cities, will drive startups and MSMEs. Alongside job creation, my government is focusing on efficient human resource management in an era of declining fertility and population growth. Now, third, population management and human resource development. Falling fertility rates worldwide, from Japan to South Korea to Europe, are reshaping demographics and redefining sustainable development. Andhra Pradesh stands at this inflection point with a median age of 32.5 years versus India's 28. True growth lies in nurturing human capital. My government is moving from population control to population management, establishing fertility colleges for reproductive health and elderly club at mandal level. We are also promoting the silver economy for citizens, dignity and engagement. Education anchors this vision. Under Talliki Vandanam, rupees 10,090 crores have been sanctioned to provide 15,000 annually to every school-going child, classes 1 to 12, benefiting 67.27 lakh students and 42.69 lakh mothers. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan student kits ensure dignity, while a Guinness World Record was achieved with 99.68% parental participation in a statewide PTM. Deep Tech is transforming learning with VR labs in 2,500 schools, smart TVs in 29,692 primaries, and no bag days twice a month. AP model schools achieved an 84% SSC pass rate. Mustabu, the smart kitchen initiatives are being scaled up statewide. In the intermediate education, 26 lecturers received Best Teacher Awards, centralized assessments, and Vidya Shakti remedial classes aid slow learners. In higher education, 98 government degree colleges are NAC accredited and honors-based single major programs introduced. Rupees 550 crores are allotted for new college building and hostels. Technical education recorded a 94.6% placement rate, up from 50.3%. All 28 diploma programs will adopt C26 standards with quantum computing and AI fundamentals from June 2026. Universal health insurance is being expanded to 1.63 crore families under Arogya Bhima. PPP mode medical colleges are ensuring accessible, affordable, quality health care. Through Sanjeevani initiative of a tech-enabled public health care transformation project piloted in Chittor district, soon to be rolled out across the state. And for our population to thrive, water security remains the most vital priority. Water security. Water is the lifeline of Andhra Pradesh, and my government treats every drop as precious, securing both fields and taps. We are advancing the interlinking of rivers from Vamshadhara to Godavari, Krishna and Penna to to ensure every cultivable acre receives adequate water. The Polavaram project, despite past setbacks, is progressing rapidly with 100% spillway and powerhouse excavation completed and the diaphragm wall nearing completion, targeting commissioning by December 2027. It will irrigate 7.2 lakh new acres, stabilize 23.50 lakh acres, and generate 960 megawatt of power. The Pola Subbaya Veligonda project, with key tunnel works underway, will supply water to drought-prone Prakasham, Nellore, and Kadapa districts by June 2027. The Polavaram Nallamala Sagar link is being actively pursued. As a lower riparian state, Andhra Pradesh uses only water that would otherwise reach the sea, ensuring no harm to the neighboring states. Phase 1 of Handri Niva is near completion, widening the main canal to 3024 cusecs to serve Rayalaseema and contributing to 106.54 lakh acres of irrigation potential. In June 2025, 216 TMC of flood water was diverted to reservoirs and tanks across Rayalaseema under the Chief Minister's guidance, achieving 91.23 storage in November 2025 and 926.50 TMC as of January 2026, adequate till May 2026. Groundwater improved to 6.54 meters below ground level, increasing total availability to 722 TMC, showing the success of integrated water management. The Andhra Pradesh micro irrigation project was revived, drip and sprinkler irrigation after 2019-24 with higher subsidies to boost water efficiency. We aim to maintain groundwater at 8 meters pre-monsoon and 3 meters post-monsoon. The Jal Jeevan Mission is being revamped to achieve universal rural tap connections by 2028 through sustainable surface water-based multi-village schemes. Scientific tank management now ensures tanks fill with surplus canal water ahead of cropping seasons. With water security as the foundation, we are building infrastructure that connects Andhra Pradesh to the nation and the world. Now, farmer agri-tech. A state truly prospers when its Annadata thrives. My government stands shoulder to shoulder with farmers, blending traditional wisdom with modern technology. Through Polam Pilustondi, Raitanna Me Kosam, we have reached almost every village to extend field level support. The Pancha Sutralu strategy focuses on water security, demand driven agriculture, agri-tech, food processing and government support. The price stabilization fund released rupees 1175.81 crore for 9 different crops. Under Annadata Sukhi Bhava, rupees 20,000 per farmer per year is being provided, with rupees 6,309.44 crores already released to 46.86 lakh farmers. Paddy procurement saw 94% of payments made within 24 hours. Agriculture is going digital with digital farmer IDs, e-Panta surveys, Kisan drone banks, APA IMS 2.0 and 100% soil sampling for soil health cards. Andhra Pradesh, the fruit bowl of India, has 18.5 lakh hectares under horticulture, contributing rupees 1.52 lakh crore to GVA. Rayalaseema is being developed as the horticulture hub of India, promoting 22 high-value crops with a 15% annual growth target, while Araku coffee has become a global organic brand. In fisheries, the state contributes 30% of India's output, earning rupees 21,246 crores in marine exports, and is pioneering 4 open sea cage projects. In animal husbandry, AP ranks first in eggs, 4th in meat, and 7th in milk, with rupees 1,67,420 crore GVA. We have launched 1,962 mobile veterinary clinics and are building 30,313 Gokulams with hygienic cattle housing. In sericulture, AP ranks second in raw silk production, supporting 1,200 tribal farmers in Chintor with 90% subsidy under Mera Resham, Mera Abhiman. We are advancing traceable natural farming for global branding and premium pricing. Strengthening agriculture now goes hand in hand with building world-class logistics to take this bounty to global markets. Now, 6th, global best logistics and infrastructure. Roadways, railways, inland waterways, seaways, and airways, all being developed through an integrated plan for which we have rolled out AP Logistics Infrastructure Corporation, AP Link, focusing on efficient movement of cargo and comfortable travel for passengers. Between 2019 and 2024, road infrastructure had languished in neglect. After this government took charge, we made pothole-free roads a mission, delivering visible, lasting results across the state. We are rebuilding Amaravati with renewed vigor, having secured financial closures for key projects including the N5 and E3 roads and the Governor's Residence Complex. With 92.15% land pooling completed and the Aadhaar-based NSP portal launched, the trust of our farmers stands reaffirmed. Beyond the capital, we are shaping the Visakhapatnam economic region into $750-800 billion economic engine by 2047. The Visakhapatnam Metro, 46.23 kilometers, worth rupees 11,498 crores, and the Vijayawada Metro, 38.40 kilometers, rupees 10,118 crore, have been approved, while new greenfield expressways like Nagpur Vijayawada and Kharagpur Visakhapatnam Amaravati are fast-tracking regional integration. Rural connectivity is being transformed. The Panchayat Raj Engineering Department has taken up 97 roads and 33 bridges worth rupees 630 crore, while under PMGSY and RCPLWA, 356 roads and 88 bridges worth rupees 1,632 crore are linking remote tribal habitations. The AP Rural Road Strengthening Project is upgrading 4,007 kilometers of roads across 157 constituencies through 1,299 works worth rupees 2,123 crores. Modern mobility is also our focus. The Transport Department is upgrading services, and APSRTC has introduced 1,489 buses, including the State Liner Sleeper Series. Automated testing stations are being established in 18 districts alongside new driving training centers to enhance safety and skill development. On maritime and aviation fronts, Andhra is positioning itself as the East Coast hub for trade with the East and Southeast Asia. We are developing greenfield ports in Ramayapatnam, Machilipatnam, Mulapeta, and Kakinada Gateway, targeting one port every 50 kilometers along our 1053-kilometer coastline, because to compete globally, we must be connected globally. Aviation infrastructure is expanding beyond 6 airports, with Bhogapuram International Airport nearing completion by June 2026 and new 9 airports planned across the state from Nellore to Anantapur. Together, these initiatives form the veins and arteries of modern economy. Our goal is very clear: to cut logistic costs from 15.7% to 7.8% of GSDP, making Andhra Pradesh a leader in connectivity and a model of the Swarnandhra vision. Infrastructure drives growth, but it needs power to run. Cost optimization, energy and fuel. We are transforming Andhra Pradesh into a powerhouse of clean, affordable energy while easing the burden on consumers through down power tariff adjustments instead of costly true-up charges. We have rolled out the Integrated Clean Energy Policy 2024 with a target of 160 gigawatt renewable capacity, including 78.50 gigawatt of solar and 35 gigawatt of wind, positioning the state as India's green hydrogen capital with 1.5 million metric tons annual production by 2029, backed by dedicated green energy corridors and port-led export hubs. AP Genco has recently recorded a peak generation of 6,009 megawatt on 3rd January 2026, optimizing costs through strategic coal sourcing and a rapid scale-up of pumped storage hydropower that supports round-the-clock renewable supply. We are making this transition people-centric by providing free rooftop solar to SC/ST households so they become prosumers who generate, consume and earn from their own power, and by partnering AP Genco and AP Transco with NHPC to develop major pumped storage schemes like the 1000 megawatt Yaganti project for grid stability. Under PM Kusum, we are solarizing 3 lakh agricultural pump sets to provide reliable daytime power to farmers, along with large-scale investments in green hydrogen, biofuels, e-mobility, and storage under the AP Integrated Clean Energy Policy and EV Policy 4. Andhra Pradesh has already attracted clean energy investments of rupees 4.54 lakh crore at the recent partnership summit and is steadily advancing towards its ultimate goal of becoming a net zero state by 2047. Product perfection, brand AP. Andhra Pradesh has emerged as a leading industrial destination driven by progressive governance, strategic location, and a sustained #1 ranking in ease of doing business since 2016. We are now moving from ease to speed of doing business with a clear vision of inclusive industrial transformation. The AP Industrial Development Policy 4.0, supported by MSME and sector-specific policies, ensures plug-and-play infrastructure, simplified approvals, and policy stability, fueling growth across aerospace, defense, automobiles, textiles, biotechnology, and more. Through One District, One Product initiative, we are creating global brands for local specialties like Araku coffee, Yeti Koppaka, toys, Kaki Nada Jandani saris, and Guntur chilies. To enhance business efficiency, all factory and boiler approvals are routed through the single desk portal with a self-certification scheme, and a NALA has been abolished to reduce regulatory burden. The Partnership Summit 2025 in Visakhapatnam, held with CII, secured 613 MOUs and GOs worth rupees 13.25 lakh crore, promising 16.31 lakh jobs. We are setting up 175 MSME parks with plug and play infrastructure, one in each constituency. The tourism revival under the AP Tourism Policy 2024-29 has given the sector industry status. The Tourism Land Allotment Policy 2025 has already attracted rupees 20,088 crores in investments and 1.22 lakh jobs. Our calendar of 60 plus festivals, including the Avakaya, Amravati, Flamingo, Gandikota, and Vishaka Utsav, is drawing global visitors, while Prabhala Tirtham in Konasima is now a state festival. The free sand policy has transformed the construction sector by ensuring transparent, digital, and citizen-friendly sand distribution, dispatching over 200 lakh tons with only operational costs collected. This reform has lowered building costs, restored public trust, and reinforced environmental safeguards. As Andhra Pradesh expands its global industrial and tourism footprint, we remain equally committed to building a clean, safe, and livable environment for all citizens. Now, Swachh Andhra and Safe Andhra. Cleanliness is the first step towards health, and safety is the first step towards liberty. In rural areas, we have deployed Swachh Rathams for solid waste management, which are collecting 2.5 lakh kilograms of dry waste and producing 2 lakh tons of vermicompost annually. In our cities, we are implementing Amrut 2.0 projects worth rupees 9,514 crores to ensure water supply and sanitation. We have set a target of 100% remediation of all legacy dump sites through biomining. The MA and UD department is establishing waste to energy plants and material recovery facilities in 123 urban local bodies to process waste scientifically. Our motto is to provide clean air, clean water, unpolluted soil, and also to promote clean thoughts. Ensuring the safety of our citizens, the police department has modernized its force. We follow a zero tolerance to any law and order issue, prioritizing safety and security of our citizens. Disaster management remains a key focus. The RTGS and revenue departments successfully managed cyclones Monta and Ditwa, minimizing loss of life through early warnings and rapid response enabled by the effective use of modern technologies. We are strengthening our coastal resilience through the National Cyclone risk mitigation project. All this could not have been achieved without the power of technology. Now, DPEC and smart governance. Technology is redefining governance in Andhra Pradesh, making services faster, life easier, and administration smarter. Every initiative is driven by a single goal: improving service delivery and bringing government closer to the people. We are establishing Amaravati Quantum Valley with plans to install the India's first quantum computer very shortly and train 200 specialists in next generation computing. Around Sriharikota, the creation of Space City will nurture space tech startups and manufacturing, positioning Andhra as a frontier hub of innovation. The Real-Time Governance Society now integrates AI and blockchain to enhance transparency and efficiency. With over 500 applications hosted in the State Data Center, RTGS operates aware the advanced warning and response engine for AI-based disaster prediction and rapid response. In healthcare, AI-assisted diagnostics are being scaled for faster, more accurate disease detection, especially in rural areas. Through the Swarna Gramam, Swarna Ward initiative, over 3.64 crore services have been delivered via AP Seva with 99.4% households geotagging, ensuring precision in welfare delivery. The citizen interface has been reimagined through Mana Mitra, integrating 119 government services on WhatsApp, allowing people to access certificates, track welfare benefits, or lodge grievances instantly. Government is now just a message away. Andhra Pradesh is emerging as the drone capital of India, with Drone City coming up over 300 acres at Orvakal, Kurnool. The AP Drone Corporation's Drone Mart, the city's first drone service platform, has logged over 1.58 lakh flight hours across sectors from agriculture to policing. Looking ahead, the ITE&C department is establishing an AI-powered data center in Visakhapatnam with rupees 87,520 crore investment by Google, alongside the Ratan Tata Innovation Hub to foster startups statewide. These initiatives embody our vision of one family, one entrepreneur, one AI use case, where digital innovation drives inclusive growth. The 10 sutras, from zero poverty to Swachh Andhra and Safe Andhra, weave together a unified vision for Swarna Andhra at 2047, transforming every village, touching every life. Dear friends, we are all living in very inspiring times. We are all living in very, very inspiring times. As I stated here, in historic Amaravati, where great civilizations once flourished and new dreams are taking shape, I feel immense pride in our past, confidence in our present, and faith in our future. On this 77th Republic Day, we celebrate not only our democracy, but also the indomitable spirit of Andhra Pradesh, a state that rises stronger from every challenge. The dreams that shaped our republic continue to guide us today. Dignity, opportunity, and justice for every citizen. As we pay tribute to our republic, we must remember with gratitude the vision and intellect of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and the members of the Constituent Assembly. The collective wisdom gave India a constitution that has stood the test of time, a living document that continues to safeguard liberty, equality, and fraternity. It is their unwavering commitment that has strengthened the unity and integrity of our great nation. Guided by our vision for Swarnandhra at 2047, we are building not just infrastructure, but a society of equal opportunity, where a farmer's daughter can become an engineer and a fisherman's son an entrepreneur. My government believes that governance must evolve with times. Speed and transparency are now the new yardsticks of service delivery. Through technology, we are ensuring that help, information, and justice reach citizens instantly, not in days, but in moments. This is what we call speed of delivering governance. As we march towards Swarnandhra, we envision a state where every village is prosperous, every town dynamic, and every city sustainable. Together, let us build healthy, wealthy, and happy society in Andhra Pradesh. Jai Hind.
Check. Thank you, sir, for your valuable and inspiring message.
అద్భుతమైన సందేశం ద్వారా అందరిలోనూ నూతన ఉత్తేజాన్ని నింపిన ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్ర గవర్నర్ శ్రీ అబ్దుల్ నజీర్ గారికి హృదయపూర్వక ధన్యవాదాలు. కవాతు ప్రదర్శనలో అత్యుత్తమ ప్రదర్శన కనపరిచిన ఆర్మ్డ్ అండ్ అన్ఆర్మ్డ్ కంటింజెంట్ల విభాగాలకు బహుమతులు ప్రదానం చేయవలసిందిగా ఈనాటి కార్యక్రమ ముఖ్య అతిథి గౌరవనీయులైన ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్ర గవర్నర్ శ్రీ అబ్దుల్ నజీర్ గారిని అభ్యర్థిస్తున్నాం. Best Armored Contingent, Indian Army Contingent. Second Best Armored Contingent, 16th Battalion APSP Vishakhapatnam Contingent. Consolation Prize, Kerala Armed Police Force Contingent. Best Unarmed Contingent, AP Social Welfare Residential Educational Institutional Societies Contingent. Second Best Unarmed Contingent, NCC Girls Contingent. Best Armored Contingent, Indian Army Contingent. Best Armored Contingent, Indian Army Contingent. Second Best Armored Contingent, 16th Battalion APSP Vishakhapatnam Contingent. Second Best Armored Contingent, 16th Battalion APSP Vishakhapatnam Contingent. Consolation Prize, Kerala State Special Police Force Contingent. Consolation Prize, Kerala State Armed Police Force Contingent. Best unarmed contingent. AP Social Welfare Residential Educational Institutional Societies contingent. Best unarmed contingent. Andhra Pradesh Sanghika Sankshema Gurukula Paఠశాలల contingent. Second best unarmed contingent. NCC Girls contingent. Second best unarmed contingent. NCC Girls contingent. శకటాల ప్రదర్శనలో అత్యుత్తమ ప్రదర్శన కనపరిచిన 3 శకటాల విభాగాలకు బహుమతుల ప్రదానం. ఫస్ట్ ప్రైజ్ వందే మాతరంకి 150 సంవత్సరాలు డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ కల్చర్. ఫస్ట్ ప్రైజ్ సాంస్కృతిక శాఖ శకటం. వందే మాతరంకి 150 సంవత్సరాలు ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ సాంస్కృతిక శాఖ శకటం. సెకండ్ ప్రైజ్ మహిళా సంక్షేమమే చంద్రన్న ధ్యేయం అంటూ వచ్చినటువంటి సెర్ప్ శకటం. సెకండ్ ప్రైజ్ మహిళా సంక్షేమమే చంద్రన్న ధ్యేయం సెర్ప్ శకటం. థర్డ్ ప్రైజ్ పెట్టుబడుల ద్వారా ఉపాధి ఇండస్ట్రీస్ శకటం. థర్డ్ ప్రైజ్ పెట్టుబడుల ద్వారా ఉపాధి ఇండస్ట్రీస్ శకటం. థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. దయచేసి గమనించాలి, జైకార్ అనంతరం జాతీయ గీతాలాపన జరుగుతుంది. అది కేవలం గౌరవనీయులైనటువంటి ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్ర గవర్నర్ శ్రీ అబ్దుల్ నజీర్ గారిని గౌరవించేందుకే చేసేది కాబట్టి ఏ ఒక్క యూనిఫామ్లో ఉన్న అధికారి సెల్యూట్ చేయవద్దండి. కేవలం గవర్నర్ గారు మాత్రమే ఈ ఆనర్ తీసుకుంటారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
सावधान होगा, सावधान. परेड मेरे साथ 3 बार भारत माता की जय कर बोलेगा. भारत माता की की की. परेड सलामी देगा. राष्ट्रीय सल्यूट सलामी शस्त्र. परेड बाजू शास्त्र करेगा. बाजू शास्त्र. अरे टू ऐसी अपना जगह लो.
विश्राम होगा। विश्राम।
కలెక్టర్ ఇప్పుడు ఈవిడ ముసుగేసుకొని ముస్తున్నా అన్సారీ
భూమి శస్త్ర జయించు. భూమి శస్త్ర జయించు. భూమి శస్త్ర.
परेड सावधान होगा। सावधान। परेड भूमि शस्त्र करेगा। भूमि शस्त्र। परेड एक कदम बाएं बाजू चल। परेड मंचे से
हेलो
आगे बढ़ेगा। मंचे
हेलो।
से तेज चल।
జరిగమా ఇట్లా మధ్యలో వాళ్ళని పంపించండి బాబు ఇట परेड सावधान होगा। ఇప్పుడు ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్ర పోలీస్ సర్వోన్నతాధికారి మన రాష్ట్ర గౌరవనీయ డీజీపీ వర్యులు ఈరోజు మనం చేసినటువంటి పెన్ను ఉద్దేశించి ప్రసంగిస్తారు.
This was. Hello. First of all, Happy Republic Day to all of you. Hello. First of all, a Happy Republic Day to all of you. And this was the first Republic Day parade in capital area. So it is that historic movement. So you are all part of that historic movement. And in your lives, you will always remember it. And you have done an excellent parade. I congratulate each one of you and your institutions. Thank you.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. ఇప్పుడు అభి బెస్ట్ ఆర్ముడ్ కంటింజెంట్స్ అండ్ సెకండ్ బెస్ట్ అన్ఆర్ముడ్ కంటింజెంట్స్కి ప్రైజ్ మనీ ఇవ్వాల్సిందిగా గౌరవనీయ డీజీపీ సాబ్ని కోరుతున్నాం. అదేవిధంగా అన్ఆర్ముడ్ కంటింజెంట్స్తో బెస్ట్ కంటింజెంట్, సెకండ్ బెస్ట్ అన్ఆర్ముడ్ కంటింజెంట్. ఫస్ట్ ప్లేస్ ఇండియన్ ఆర్మీ కంటింజెంట్, సెకండ్ ప్లేస్ 16th Battalion contingent. दौड़ के unarmed contingents, social welfare residential schools, second unarmed NCC girls contingent. Sixteenth Battalion. Unarmed contingents. First place, social welfare schools, including certificates kuda sir. Unarmed contingent second place, NCC girls contingent. Unarmed contingent certificates కోసం NCC boys contingent వచ్చేయండి మా. భారత్ స్కౌట్స్ అండ్ గైడ్స్ contingent, యూత్ రెడ్ క్రాస్ contingent, NCC boys రమ్మా. పరిగెత్తి రావాలమ్మా. భారత్ స్కౌట్స్ అండ్ గైడ్స్ అండ్ యూత్ రెడ్ క్రాస్. Last, Youth Red Cross contingent. బ్రాస్ బ్యాండ్ మాస్టర్ పరిగెట్టుకుని రావాలి. పైప్ బ్యాండ్ మాస్టర్ కూడా ప్రైజ్ మనీ అందుకోవాల్సిన కోరుచున్నాం. ఫస్ట్ అయిపోయింది అయిపోయింది. పైప్ బ్యాండ్ రారా. ఇప్పుడు ఈరోజు పెరేడ్ కమాండర్ సుష్మితా రంగరాజన్, పెరేడ్ కమాండర్ ఏఎస్పి జంగారెడ్డిగూడెం, గౌరవనీయ డీజీపీ వర్యుల చేతుల నుంచి ట్రోఫీ అందుకోవాల్సిందిగా కోరుచున్నాం. ఏఎస్పి సుష్మితా రామనాథన్ గారు అందుకున్నారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. परेड सावधान होगा, सावधान. तीनों दिन दाहिने चल, दाहिने मुड़, तेज चल. आर्मी कंटिजेंट मूड लाइन సెకండ్ బెటాలియన్ ఇటు వచ్చి నిలబడండి, ముందుకు వచ్చి నిలబడండి. లైట్లు ఏమన్నారు సార్? సార్ అలాగే సార్. కూర్చో. రెడీ సార్, రెడీ సార్. కెమెరా రవి అండ్ నాయక్.